Chapter 5: How to Protect Yourself. How do we protect ourselves against script kiddies? Well, it's not really hard. We just need updated antivirus software, and it's important never use cracked antivirus software. There's a lot of free antivirus out there. Also, do not visit potentially malicious websites. You can use something known as Web of Trust. It has plugins for major browsers such as Firefox and Chrome. It will just tell you if a website is untrusted or whether a website is trusted. Do not click yes on UAC dialogues unless you know why. UAC dialogues are the ones on Windows that asks you, the background goes black and asks you whether you want to really do something or not. You only need that when you're installing software or you need a software that needs access to your hardware. So if there's no case for that, just click no. Do not tell your IP address to anyone because script kiddies are going to run scanners on you, and keep in mind to update your operating systems and applications frequently. How do we protect us against social engineers? Well, just do not trust anyone unless you know why. If someone asks you, can you confirm your personal data for me? Just say, no, I can't. If they know your personal data, they should be able to confirm it for you. So if you get a random call from a random person telling you your first name and then asking for your social security number, just say no. Do not put your sensitive information online because they're going to use it to build trust and then get more sensitive information from you. And more importantly, do not use the same password everywhere. Just get a password manager software. There's a lot of them out there. They generate random passwords for wherever you want to use them and store them for you. I know it's a lot of hassle, but if you get hacked with the same password on one system, then all of your systems get hacked at the same time. And trust me, you don't really want that. How do you defend against white hats? Well, white hats generally do not target individuals. They do not hack illegally. And if they do, they use fairly established means. So 100% updated and patched system should make you fine. How do we defend against black hats? First, you need to have a properly set firewall on your machines. It might be hard. You might need to do a lot of Googling and reading, but that's the case. You need to monitor all of the processes that run on your systems. So if there's a suspicious process running for a long amount of time, you need to understand why. You need to turn services that you do not use frequently, such as Bluetooth, off, especially when they're not in use, because these services open doors to your computer. You should use a VPN to visit untrusted websites so that they don't understand your IP address. And you have to scan your system for malware regularly because a lot of malware can make your system more vulnerable to future attacks. How do you protect against an APT? Well, what's an APT? An APT is an advanced persistent threat, which is basically a hacking group that will not let you go. They want to hack you at whatever cost. And the most common example of APTs is the government hackers. If they get a project to hack a target system, and they will never stop until they do that. So there's not much you can really do ultimately against an APT. You'll eventually gonna get hacked, but you can make that harder for them. You have to use a lot of untracking extensions on your browser, such as TrackMeNot, uBlock Origin, and things like that prevent you from being tracked on the internet. You need to use a strong, anonymous VPN to access internet because a lot of VPN providers just store logs, and if a government entity asks them for the information, they're going to provide it. You need to harden your systems. As to what hardening means, I suggest that you Google. You need to have a network firewall on top of software firewalls on your systems. And you also need to disconnect from the internet frequently because if an APT gets access to your network, they have to be disconnected to be forced to start over from time to time. Otherwise, they're just going to escalate their access and get complete control of your machines.